Hi, I'm Stephen from Snow Joe, and I want to show you how quick and easy it is to replace the bar and chain on your Sun Joe SWJ802E. Let's get started. The first step in replacing your bar or chain is to remove this decorative cover. All we're going to do is pry that off. You'll see the nut. We're going to loosen that. Now before we take this off, we'll take off our cover if you haven't done so already, and we're going to hold on to the bar and chain. Remove the nut, take the sprocket cover off, and then what we'll do is, using our flathead, we're going to loosen up the tensioning screw. And then what we'll do is we'll lift off the bar and chain. Now that the bar and chain is off the pole saw, what we're going to do is remove the chain. And what we'll do is remove the drive chain links from the groove of the bar. And as you work your way around, the chain will come right off. Now you're ready to install your new chain. The next step is to lay out the saw chain in a loop and straighten out any kinks. The sharp side of the teeth should face in the direction of the chain's rotation or travel. If they're backwards, we're going to flip them over. And as you can see here, that's backwards. So when we flip it over, now you can see when looking at this one individual tooth, they match up. Next is to put the chain drive links into the bar groove. Now, remember, you're going to want to make a loop at the end. This is what's going to go over the sprocket. With the chain in position so that there's a loop at the back of the bar, we're going to hold the chain on the bar and place the loop over the sprocket. Now when you're doing this, you want to kind of come in at a 45-degree angle just so you can get the chain around the sprocket. Then what you're going to do is get the bar and get it flush against the mount and make sure that the tensioner pin goes into this hole. Next, we want to tighten the chain tension screw only enough to hold the bar and chain in place, ensuring the chain is still in place over the sprocket. Now we're ready to replace the sprocket cover. What we'll do is insert this tab into its position. The nut goes over the bolt. We'll screw that in place. Just hand tight at this point, because remember, you want to leave enough slack so that we're going to be able to adjust the tension on the chain. Now, a properly adjusted chain should be firm with the bar. It shouldn't wiggle, and the chain should have just a little bit of play. Okay, now what we can do is just adjust using that screw at the tension pin screw and our flathead, and we're just going to continue to turn that until that's tight enough. And you can see that's exactly how you want that. So once that's tightened, then we'll use our tool. We'll come back, we'll tighten that nut, and then we're going to replace it with the decorative cover. A quick tip is a cold chain is correctly tensioned when there's no slack on the underside of the guide bar. The chain is snug, the bar is tight, and you can turn the chain in the direction of travel just like that. And you can see there's just a little bit of play right there. That's exactly how you want this to be.